black or white, just cut straight down the middle.
Exactly. That's how I do it.
And you have this lamb who's innocent, and everyone's kicking, everyone's cutting, and everyone's spitting on, just laying there doing absolutely nothing to fight back.
Right. That's how I see it.
Yeah, that's what he did for all of us.
Very good. As they went out, they found a man of Cyrene, Simon by name. They compelled this man to carry his cross. And when they came to a place called Golgotha, which means place of the skull, they offered him wine to drink, mixed with gall, but when he tasted it, he would not drink it. And when they had crucified him, they divided his garments among them by casting lots. Then they sat down, kept watch over him there, and over his head they put the charge against him, which read, "This is Jesus, the King of the Jews." Then two robbers were crucified with him, and one on the right and one on the left. And those who passed by derided him, wagging their heads, and saying, "You who would destroy the temple and rebuild it in 3 days, save yourself if you are the Son of God. Come down from the cross." So also the chief priests with the scribes and elders mocked him, saying, "He saved others, but he cannot save himself. He is the King of Israel. Let him come down from the cross, and we will believe in him. He trusted in God. Let God deliver him now, if he desires him, for he said, 'I am the Son of God.'" And the robbers who were crucified with him also reviled him in the same way. Point of note, we all know in another passage where one robber basically comes to his defense and Jesus says, "Today you'll be with me in paradise." It only adds to that at the beginning, this same robber said what he said. So I just think that's very interesting. Any comment?
Yeah, I wonder why Matthew changed that.
No, he didn't change it.
Well, everybody else says something differently.
No, there's only there's only, and it's a matter of time. This was at the beginning. Later, which the other one represents, is when apparently the robber had a change of mind and he basically came to Jesus' defense. This is why I believe that Jesus said, "You'll be with me in paradise."
Okay, but Matthew doesn't go into that.
No. Like I said, there is two. And not every gospel has to cover all the same thing.
No, I'm not saying that they do. I'm just saying Matthew obviously didn't find it particularly important to say that somebody, even on their deathbed, can turn to Jesus and say, "Hey."
Maybe he didn't know.
Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he walked away at some point. Maybe he didn't stay there until Jesus
we
died.
Don't know.
We don't know.
All we know is that the robber changed his mind, and that's what's important.
Yeah, but not in Matthew's version. And gall is gallbladder. Just in case, in that wine. That's why Jesus didn't drink it. There was, body part in there.
Now from the 6th hour, there was darkness over the land, until the 9th hour. And about the 9th hour, Jesus cried out with a loud voice, saying, "Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani." That is, my God, why have you forsaken me?" And some of the bystanders hearing it said, "This man is calling Elijah." And one of them at once ran and took a sponge, filled it with sour wine, and put it on a reed, and gave it to him to drink. But the others said, "Wait, let us see whether Elijah will come to save him." And Jesus cried out again with a loud voice, and yielded up his spirit. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. And the earth shook, and the rocks were split. The tombs also were opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep raised. And coming out of the tombs after the resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. When the centurions and those who were with him, keeping watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and what took place, they were filled with awe and said, "Truly, this was the Son of God." There were also many women there, looking on from a distance, who had followed Jesus from Galilee, ministering to him, among whom was Mary Magdalene, and Mary, the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of the sons of Zebedee. I've always liked that portion where basically people rose from the dead and stayed in their tombs until Jesus appeared first.
Yeah, guess that's what we're going to be looking for in our near future.
Well, maybe so. When it was evening, there came a rich man from Armenius called Joseph, who also was a disciple of Jesus. He went to Pilate and asked for the body of Jesus. Then Pilate ordered it to be given to him, and Joseph took the body and wrapped it in a clean linen shroud and laid it in his own
Clean linen shroud.
That's what I said.
It didn't sound that way.
Huh?
Keep going.
And Joseph took the hold of the body and wrapped it in a clean linen shroud and laid it in his own new tomb, which he had cut in the rock. And he rolled a great stone to the entrance of the tomb and went away. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were there, sitting opposite the tomb. The next day, that is after the day of preparation, the chief priests and the Pharisees gathered before Pilate and said, "Sir, we remember how that impostor said, while he was still alive, 'After 3 days I will rise.' Therefore, order the tomb to be made secure until the 3rd day, lest his disciples go and steal him away and tell the people he has risen from the dead. And the last fraud will be worse than the first." Pilate said to them, "You have a guard of soldiers. Go make it as secure as you can." So they went and made the tomb secure by sealing the stone and setting the guard. Comment?
No?
All right. Well, would you like to do 28 and finish, or would you like to save that for next week?
No, we could save it.
All right. Well, thank you.